I want us to have that feeling and that sensation about when we see people with multicolored hair, when we see people dressed differently than ourselves, when we see homeless people on the street, when we see beggars, whatever the scenario might be, that we find ourselves a little pushed back. That's exactly the way it is when we're talking about tax collectors at the time of Jesus. They are the absolute lowest rung of society. They are despised. So you're talking about a person who ends up helping the Romans fulfill some of that, and it even gets worse because they are selected and they are already paid by the Romans for the job and the work and the responsibility they have, but because the ordinary people really don't know what the taxes are or what is owed them, these tax collectors add extra to the amount to be paid them, and they end up benefiting from the additional tax. The fact that Jesus stops and talks to Matthew could have been in and of itself the most miraculous, powerful thing that Jesus ends up doing, because no one in that town would have been holding a conversation with Matthew. No one. No one would talk to him. No one would consider him part of the family. He would not be invited to any celebrations. He would not be invited to weddings, and he was definitely not allowed inside the synagogue or the temple. Just not permitted. The fact that Jesus actually identifies and holds a conversation with Matthew already raises Matthew up from the slum of how society has placed him, because he's recognized him. The power of Jesus approaching, appreciating, and communicating with someone that the rest of society has already rejected and dejected, I think is something that you and I should take a serious look at, because we, on our everyday life, every single day, no matter where we are, no matter what the situation, we're always bumping across other people. Always. And some of them might be the ones like Matthew that have a reputation, or perhaps look different, seem different, smell different, are part of a class or a political party because of a t-shirt that they wear or whatever identity or markings they have. But I want us to consider how valuable it is that Jesus simply takes the time to recognize Matthew. And that is an action that you and I can perform every single day.